Evening, welcome back to another live stream on this channel, Peter Ray's Adventures. If you don't know about me, my name's Peter, part-time eBay reseller, all-round legend. All my socials and my other channel, which is my gaming channel, is in the description below. Check it all out. Tonight, I thought I'd go through what's happening with a bit of like Vinted and all that, and then socials and like reselling itself. So I wait a few minutes for people to pop in. We've got 3 watching now. If you're good, if you're here, then do say in the live side chat. It's down the list. Yeah. So I don't know what socials, Instagram, eBay, all that Vinted, a game channel, Cracked Out Gamer, all that sort of stuff. So check it out all in the description below. Hi Basham, thanks for popping in. Yes, busy as ever, but doing well, selling stuff as per usual. Hi Internet, thanks for popping in, appreciated. Let me know if you've been affected by the Vinted debacle. I've got some notes, well, a couple of notes there. So Vinted uses Mango Pay. Hi Chris, thanks for popping in. Chris Tyler there. Okay. Vinted uses a Mango Pay to pay you. And also, have you had to put in your NI number if you're not Vinted Pro? Because you have to make 30 sales or £1,700 of sales in 1 calendar year on Vinted. Before they tell you to put your NI number in. But recently, they've had a spout of telling people who are not on Pro to put in their NI numbers. Basically, people who are selling stuff around their house, making a loss rather than a profit. Like I've got a mate who sells on Vinted. She works part-time and she does a bit of Avon, and she sells on Vinted since the beginning of was it last year or this year? I can't remember now, but it's been a while. She made way over 30 sales, and she had to put in her NI number in the other day, and she asked me about it, and I just assured it's okay because she's making less than what she brought the items for herself, because it's her stuff, her mum's stuff before she passed away, you know that, and some of my brother's stuff, and you know, and that thing, and also like NA numbers, but yeah. So let me know if you've been affected by the Vinted. I'll tap into Vinted in a minute, but let's go down the chat. It's got a question, pop them inside chat. My eBay profile's there because I've got a sale running, 40% off sale on my well, a few of my items. Just to clear stuff, because there is irons in the fire for next year, probably around May, June time. But I can't say yet because not until next year. But there is irons in the fire that is happening, so that'll affect my YouTube, eBay business, and all that. But I'll try and swing it in a positive way. That's why I'm on the clearing mode and stuff. And trying to sell as much as I can. So pop over there and check out the 40% off sale and all that. I said hi to Basham. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Because I know, well, but basically, if you watch Tom the English Picker, his video, latest video, which I did post the other day, he's having a bad time like me with views and stuff, and he does a mentorship with vidIQ. And I know personally the non-reselling stuff on my channel doesn't do as well as it can do. Back in the golden age of YouTube, a few years back, YouTube used to promote every video you did, whatever it may be, reselling, non-reselling, this, that, and the other. I know reselling is a volatile area, a lot of people doing it, right, on the category wise. But since just before May, they decided to go down the route of only promoting like one category. You're doing multiple categories, then mainly you're not going to get promoted so much. But I appreciate that because it's a really good, interesting comment there. Because if I can find it, I use my phone actually. Where did I put my phone? There it is. It's a really good place because it wasn't as good as last year because they're doing a lot of work at Hampton Court Palace itself. But it was interesting to go and see what work they're doing because they're doing a lot of work to the chimneys and the outside facade of the actual place. Let me go into analytics, but I appreciate that you enjoyed the video. And yeah, it's like literally about half hour down the road, if that. But it's a really good place. But I went only when one day I could go, and it was peeing down with rain all day. But I was mainly indoors checking out all the actual areas. Let's go to videos on my YouTube studio, right? Top videos the last 7 days was the Halloween one last year, because it's now got 476 views ever since 7th September, where people were checking out for the Halloween stuff. Because when they type in Hampton Court Palace, my videos come up online. And since realistically 29th of October, it's gained a hell of a lot of views. You can hear that. There's a lot of fireworks going off all around. Happy Guy Fawkes night if you're there. The local where local Carboot is, or was, like, because it's finished now for the season. They do the fireworks. That's on Saturday, by the way. So if you can hear all the fireworks going around, boom, 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 just local ones. So it's done really well. But this one, like, I managed to get it out soon as. So hopefully next year it'll do well. Like a few videos gaining some good views, and that. I appreciate that. Hi TMG. Yes, I'm okay. Busy, but okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, the people do till like 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. Then they do it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because Sunday is Remembrance Day anyway here in the UK. So. But there is videos coming on the channel because Saturday going to La Jumble Sale, going to one 50 minutes away, and it's a good one, but it's one we've shown before where people they're ruthless there. Everything on one side just goes straight on the floor. It's literally elbows out at this jumble sale on Saturday. It's not an early one, but the one after that, the day after the concert, I think it's the 14th. I go to the concert. I think the 15th is Saturday. Yeah. And that's an early, very early one. So I'll be showing you that. So I decided if I want to show like the jump sale, rather than hold it in my hand and get really like average footage, I just put it on the backpack. I don't like it. Tough luck. I've also got a Carboot video hopefully to edit soon, and some other non-reselling travel-y type videos, but check it all out. I've got some Christmas bits I'm going to be filming as well for short videos and shorts and that, but there will be some reselling stuff and that. But let's have a look down the list. We're going to be other comments. Cool. So let me know if you've been affected by the Vinted debacle, which I'll show you here. If I can find it. There. Share screen. The entire screen. Go to there. To there. And then what we do is we put the screen bigger. A few legends. Or let's have a look. Which one I want to do? Nope, not I want. No, I'll do that one there. So what we've got here, we've got sorry, your earnings might stay in pending balance longer than usual. We're working on it. That's from Vinted website. This is basically Mango Pay with Vinted, because a lot of people are saying that they can't withdraw money. It takes longer to go into their account, and it's been like that for at least a week. It's getting a bit like eBay, really. Not back when the days when you could buy stuff from Vinted really cheaply and stuff. And then people did say, soon as Vinted Pro came out last year, at some point we would have a lot of issues. I haven't really done much with my Vinted recently, but I've got some stuff I need to put on there. It's just that, like, if your earnings might stay in pending balance longer, then what's the point? You know, it's like as soon as like they click, they've got the item. It's like, oh, where's the balance? Where's the money? And then having people having to input their NI numbers, because what I did read, firstly, when I decided to join Vinted, way back a year and a half ago, before, or more than that, before I had to create another email address and then wait 6 months before I can put my original email address in. It's all fixed now, but is that like you can have 30 sales or £1,700 in sales in one calendar year before you put your NI number in, even if you're not on Vinted Pro. But I think a lot of people have been scamming and that. A bit like what happens at Carboots, where they sell dodgy tools and stuff, you know. And Vinted are going, oh, let's check people and just do a whole bunch of people. Input your NI number now because you've made 30 sales or £1,700 in a calendar year, which frightens a lot of people who are just selling their own stuff, just get a bit of money to live. Like a friend of mine, which I assured her was okay and earn that. And it's a bit like, you know, don't know why, if they're going to work on it, you know, but it's just usual stuff with Vinted. But I have got a few, yeah, there we go. A few listings on there, but nothing concrete. It's a few games. A lot of people favoriting stuff. Pokemon cards and stuff. Football cards, DVD, videotapes, all that sort of stuff. Oh, I need to say that one of us sold. But I've not made like a load. 5 followers, 31 following. If you're not following, check it all out. It's in the description below. My Vintage stores. Stop sharing that. Go back. But let me know if you've been affected by the debacle of your earnings. Not being able to buy stuff or get your money out. Not being able to use your earnings to purchase stuff. Or if you had to put in your NI number if you're not a Vinted Pro member, just an ordinary seller of a few items per ever so often on Vinted. It's a bit of a shame they'd gone that way. It'd be like eBay. I've been going that way, you know. Fireworks going on around me. Yeah. It sounds like a war zone since that. Oh, exactly. Yeah, a lot of the areas like around by me, a lot of the Carboots, they have fireworks there, and it's like you can hear quite a lot of them in their families that buy fireworks. And the thing is, like, a lot of the companies now, they are putting their fireworks in cabinets, which is fair enough, and then locking it. But the thing is, like, we went down a local Tesco's, a big Tesco's, do some shopping, Christmas stuff, get turkey and all that, and some shopping this morning, and there was a person on a little stall just by the door selling these little cheap fireworks for the kiddies. But obviously the parents were buying them. It's like, okay, I didn't think you were supposed to do that. I thought you were supposed to lock them up. A bit like what we saw walking around Tesco's. They're locking up a lot of the toiletries and stuff and all that. You know, your products and most expensive stuff. It's weird, you know. Bit like Vinted, bit of pain in the bum. But it's the thing, you like, if you can't like get your money straight away when you normally could on Vinted once something's been accepted and sorted out on the site by the person who's brought it, then what's the point? Yeah, I mean, you've got to wait. People have £1,000 that they're earning. And you've got to put your NI number in. Even for people I've seen like on Vinted, where you got to put your NI number in, even if you're Vinted Pro, like Shell Resells, she's had to put it in again and again, and it's like, oh, for God's sake! And you got bit. If you're from Vinted Pro, it's a pain in the ass because you put your NI number in, then you got to do paperwork. It's a pain again on Vinted. So if you're experiencing that, do let me know in the old side chat. But other than that, realistically, I've been working through stuff and trying to get stuff listed. And I sold a Beatrix Potter book bundle, one of the big long ones. I got a car boot for about £2 or £3 during the summertime. Not my local, another one, and I got about, I think, 14 plus postage on that. Because I was happy to accept their offer because they're like not far from me, Chiswick, and like a bookstore in Chiswick. I was like, okay, that's fair enough. It's a bit different if you're like going through, and when you see the offer come through on eBay, and you're like, oh, I got zero feedback. You're like, okay. Or I got a million items online, and you're like, oh, they're just going to go in and resell it. But I was happy to do that because I'm trying to clear stuff. That's the point, you know. Oh, yep. But I say that, but there are literally only a couple of jumbles left that I can go to because say I'm clearing stuff. It's the 2 jumbles usually at the end of the year because one of them has nothing. They both do. I have 2 a year, one early and one later during the year, and the 8th and the 15th. And there is other ones on that day, but they sort of clash time wise to get from one place over here to like over here in the time slot. Because here you got to go like 2 hours before most of them, like to get in the queue. Otherwise, you're like miles behind. But you know, it's one of those. But I am clearing as such. Just that they're cracking one. I'll show you. Once weekend, it'll be elbows out. It'll be sweat. It'll be everything in that one. But it'll be a good one to show you on the old action camera. Hi Tom, hope you're well, mate. We're just talking about your video, and your latest video that I promoted on a post on my channel, because just came up because Basham said there he enjoyed my Hampton Court video, which I said like the last one got promoted back in end of September, but it was a couple of weeks before last week, which was half term. A couple of weeks before that people were looking up online Hampton Court Palace. My videos kept coming up, and one of them just shot off from like 100 odd to 470. It's a weird thing, but I'm saying I'm like too far gone in that respect. Oh, you're at a firework display, wicked, mate. Let me know if you're online later, because Wednesday. If not, no worries. And that. But good luck at the firework display. You can hear the fireworks. Well, they finished for now, but loads of them. They're the local one, my local car boot. Like on Saturday. I've got to find the time for that. Wicked. All right, cool, mate. Let me know time and all that. Have a good one at your fireworks display. Okay. Right. Well, just let me know anyway, and I'll put a game on anyway because I play online on Fortnite and that with Tom and a few other people. But we're also talking about like Vinted and stuff, the Mango Pay and the issue surrounding the earnings that you can't get your balance out or can't pay for stuff and that, and then you haven't put your NI number in, even though they say you have 30 sales or £1,700 in sales in a calendar year, but they're being more picky now because people are on Vinted Pro, and it's going through that phase. Like, for say, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, but just the way it is, I think, at the moment. But you just gotta keep on listening. That's the way things are at the moment. Oh, damn, that's better. I woke up this morning with a sore throat. It's like, ugh. Don't know why, but it's a bit better now. But yeah, so that was that. If you've got any questions about the Vinted, put it in the side chat, or after the video live's finished, put in the description below. Any other comments? But as I say, I'm just getting on listing and stuff, and as much as time allows, and you know, and there's irons in the fire. As I said before, that I can't pronounce alchemy announce yet, until some point next year. But just continuing on. That's that done with Vinted for now. We've got Len watching. What else there? I did say about some of the videos randomly doing really well on that, and some of the videos I've got to edit through. Oh yeah, I've got the last Carboot of the season at my local. I'm not sure if the other one's on. There's one that can be on, and one if you watch a clearance grafters on YouTube, they quite local to me, and they go to a car boot about half hour away, and that's on winter time. But I don't tend to like go anyway to that one. But I may at some point, not this, because I'm in the process of clearing. If I can get as much as I can cleared, probably at least 50%, half stuff cleared by, I'd say mid-January, then it allows me to go to another car boot to check it out. I just can't really justify going to any more now, unless well, yeah, I can't really justify it, but I've got to just get on a list because like it's Q4 time anyway, and that. But as I say, I'll try and get some more bits on Vinted and stuff, and I have been listing on eBay and stuff and selling stuff, which is good. You list, you sell. That's the good thing about it. It really helps. I've got 10 watching. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and get as much done as I can. Because like when I was going through like a load of stuff the other day, I was finding things as you do. Like you go through piles and piles and piles of stuff like stock. You think, hang on a minute, where'd I get that? I found that. What's this? What's that? You know, thinking, oh right, okay, that's a bit weird in that way. Hi Shazad, cheers popping, mate. Hope you're well. But yeah, but it's gonna be one of those funny times of the year for me and mum, because like just me and mum are home for Christmas period, which is coming up very, very soon anyway. We will try and get down Christmas Day at some point to see Dad anyway, which is a good thing, but it's just like yeah. Have you got a list? Oh, well, basically, I don't get a chance to list very often, or photograph and stuff, because like life is just so busy. But when I do list, well, I try and photograph 20 items when I can, and then I get those listed ASAP. Only like say 2 or 3 at a time, but for a very long time, like life has been so busy, I've not listed daily. I just don't get time, because time I've like for example today, I went off early this morning to the supermarket, come back, and I was like what 20 or 12 and stuff, and then I sorted some other bits out. Once I've done that, come on the PC, had a bit of lunch, bacon sarnie, and watched a YouTube video. And then when I finished that, I was on the PC printing out paperwork and sorting out my paperwork, which is half done. I need to get that sorted out as soon as possible. Just for this month's paperwork, October's printing out off eBay and that. And by the time that happened, Mum came back in and told me all the news because she went up to see Dad. I'm like, okay. And then I had to watch the Chelsea match at 5:45, and that was that. But normally I trying to list as much as I can when I can. It's never daily, but I always know when I've got good sales because I list stuff. But personally, all I can say at this moment in time about the irons in the fire is that next year, probably from April, May time, won't be listing, hardly listing for ages because that's something very big possibly happening if it does happen. But that's why I want to crack on and list as much as I can. But as soon as I sit down to photograph or list, it's just like something happens, you know. But I try as much as I can when I can. But that's as far as I'm gonna say and can do really. But yeah, it's just one thing of another. But as you've seen before in the vertical live I did the other day, all the stuff I've got, condensed a few bits out. But it's just like busy because like even tomorrow, like I've got like most of the day here to list and stuff because I've got an old wheelchair. Basically, no, it's not an haunted house. We're not going bloody conjuring or whatever it is. If a mouse on the haunted hill, like, or going through like Resident Evil through doors and you see some weirdo in a bloody abandoned wheelchair. No, it's my dad's old wheelchair. We got it from a mobility shop. Used to be down the road, and they're gonna flog that on Marketplace. I was meant to do it today, but time ran away with me. And try and get it done tomorrow. Trying to list it on Marketplace because I said to Mum, there's no point list on eBay, A, the fees, and B, who in the high hell wants to go round someone's house to pick up stuff on eBay? Marketplace, fair enough. You know what I mean? But last time I tried to list a wheelchair, like one of those mobility ones with a little engine, did it for a neighbour on it. For some reason, Marketplace didn't like it. I tried it twice, but hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, they'll like it. And then, if not, I have to try and flog it elsewhere. But it's just a standard one that he don't use anymore because he's got a nice new one for the care home and stuff. So I've got to get rid of that because we're trying to get rid of a lot of stuff in the house. Like, because as soon as the Carboots restart, say in the first few weeks of my local car boot restarting, mid-March to April, me and Mum are going to do 1 to possibly 2 car boots to get rid of stuff because we will have a lot of stuff to get rid of, which would be a necessity to get gone because we need as much gone as possible. But I'm hoping between now and the end of January, I'll have at least 50% listed because I work through the stuff on the table, which just needs putting away in screw coding, books and stuff like that. And then I've got some shoes to do, the dreaded shoes. I've seen that video earlier on in the year, right at the beginning of the year, and then end of last year, beginning of the year. Got piles and piles and piles of stuff, like, and I'm literally just trying to work through that particular like shoes, and some really nice ones, like ones I showed you the other day down here, like these ones, for example. I got them at a jumble sale in May, where it's bloody jumble sale. I went to one in the morning, it was quite cold, like a little school one, and then just down the road there's another one, got burnt the buggery, literally 2 weeks of peeling off. But look at these. I should flog them now. Literally, I should flog them right second because Simpsons Fortnite on there. Tom, what size are you? Are you size Ooh. Oh, you're not size 2, are you? Kid? Do you want a pair of Simpsons shoes? Good price? Good price? Yeah, got those ones. The other ones in there. Proper nice though, Simpsons. Didn't pay much for them either. But I should get them on ASAP. But I will try and get my arse in gear, put stuff away tomorrow, get those shoes out, and start to process the shoes and then photograph them and all that, because I'm going out in the evening, early evening, to see a mate. We're going up. We got a picture house, we've got an Odeon cinema in my local town. And then last year we got a picture house which shows different types of films, not the usual films. There's a Frankenstein movie apparently it's supposed to be on. Mate of mine's got one of those free cards for disability for the cinema, so I'm getting for now. Just got to buy a drink on that. So seeing that tomorrow at 5:20. So I'll be a few hours out there. But he's got to go on soon as. And then I've got these as well. These are random ones. I don't know what the hell these are. They need cleaning badly. People have drawn over them. And they're a size 5 UK, I think. It's been rubbed out. Oh, I should show the bottom. Nope. Oh, for fuck's sake, I have to get the other one. Yeah, the Frankenstein film. I don't know what it is. Yep, some picture house. Get these things. I'll read the comments in a sec. Oh. I think it says 5. They've been all rubbed out, but they're decent. Just need new laces. I might even have to put new laces because you can't wash these laces. That's why I keep spare laces for varying things. So we have to see what we can do, because they're actually knackered laces. Or I could just flog them. I clean them up, flog them, and then just wherever else. Yeah, some Frankenstein shit. On the old picture house. I don't even know what the hell. Let me just put that there and there. Right, I'll look at that in a sec. Can't spell today. Have some picture house. Oh, showtimes. Let's have a look. What is on? Oh, come on. Right. Yeah. Hello. Oh, there you go. Thursday 6. Yeah. This is what's on. Yeah, local picture house, because they do like different films. I've never been in there. Apparently, it's quite nice. It's quite expensive, but luckily he's got a free card for disability and stuff. So I'm getting for Nick's. So you got like Magnificent Life, After the Hunt, Back to the Future, 40th anniversary. I'm going to say here, I don't like Back to the Future. I've seen them all. Don't like them. I've held a musical. Chainsaw Man. There you go. Frankenstein. Some weird Frankenstein thing. Oh. So there's it. Wrong one. There we go. Oh. It's mine to do that. Some Frankenstein stuff. I don't know. No idea who's in it, or if it's an old film. I've got a clue. But they do different types of old films. A bit like when you see the old French films and stuff, and all the old films, High Wire and stuff. No idea. I haven't been to cinema in years. One for the Cuckoo's Nest re-release. Room on a Broom. I've seen that down at the local theme park. Springsteen, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, going there and catching up for a bit. Well, let's go through comments. Lisa says there, cheers popping Lisa, appreciate that. She lists 10-15 every day. I would love to list every day. I would love to it, but I just don't have the time. Life is just life. You get up, you do your usual. I come in here, look what I've got on there, and then boom, I've either got to go out for meetings or I've got to go out help the mum or go see my dad. And not saying it's a chore. No. It's just things happen, and then you're going out filming stuff for YouTube or editing videos. It's like, I list when I can, but I always know when I've got some good sales because I've listed, and I'm trying to do more of that until at least January, and then I can reevaluate. As I say, I got irons in the fire with clearing stuff out because I don't really want to be having all this stuff about when things happen. Say no more. But hope you get good sales. Chris says there about he watched a funny reseller video today. A guy brought a load of ladies' sanitary towels. He would make good monies. Turns out he might just cut even. I'd be embarrassed to buy them. Who was that then? Who brought sanitary towels? I don't follow all the resellers. Brought sanitary. Hi Lillian, just popping in. I'm not a really fan of horror films. I don't mind watching them. I like Hammer horror, like the old Carry On one in the 60s, or some of the other ones. Not, but I'll see it. Might come out looking like a bloody zombie. Huh. Who brought those sanitary towels? It ain't. Who brought? That's gonna bug me. Who brought sanitary towels? It ain't Ricky, because he ain't done a video in ages. And it ain't Shepherd, because he's moaning about a government crisis that destroys small businesses, clickbaiting again with his bloody stupid AI face on it. Anyway, seen the guy, he's all right, and hats off to John. I've no idea. Oh, it was. Okay, right. As I say, I don't really watch too many reselling videos as such. Yeah, it was all right at the eBay one. Hope you're well, Lin. Hi, Pat. Hope you're well and hope you're recovered now. Lisa says there about Vinted. About someone on Vinted wanted to come to my house once, but I don't like random people coming to my house. Luckily, about 2 months later, they just brought it for delivery. Yeah, it's very tricky. Tom, who's been in the chat, he's had experience about that with people coming to the house and stuff, and it's like a different thing where I watch Bonafide Hustler on YouTube, the American reseller from Texas, Austin, Texas, and he has people come to his place every day nearly, where he sells a marketplace and other places, and he goes to collect stuff. But I've had a few people. I remember a lady brought a wee bundle a couple of years ago, and that was good interaction. But I'm never a fan of it either. But it happened occasionally when they say, "Can I come around and buy it?" If they know I'm local, then I say, "Yes, come." And I always pick a time when my mum's in, because she's got a bit more interaction for it, and she's probably a nice person anyway. Maybe a video free back. Sanitary towels. Right. Okay. Why did you buy? Oh, was that the one where he went in the back stock room? Okay. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Cool. No, he was a good lad the last time I saw him at the eBay because he was driving. So say no more. Right. Okay. Let's go on the list. Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Too fast. Coming to my house. Yeah. I've never really been a fan of that. Oh, the charity shop one. Right. I've not seen that one. It's a bit weird though. Like the sanitary towels. He can't even like on his bloody views on his videos have gone straight down. No, I've never done that. I've used to buy a lot of women's clothing online. Back in your good old days where you could source from eBay, you could snipe bids on eBay. What I used to do, I think, because I started reselling in the summer of 2016, as well as like doing YouTube in May 17. Back, I think it might have been late 17, 18, something like that when I started. I was going on eBay, sniping bids, using sniping tools, and buying women's clothing like boots and stuff and high heels and t-shirts, shirts, skirts, all sorts of flogging them online back onto eBay as such. And then as it lasted about a year, and then all of a sudden I went in a different direction and brought like bags and ties and stuff like that, as you know. But I used to sell clothing a fair amount, but it's nothing what I do these days as such. But yeah, I know what you mean about like buying random stuff. Weird, but I used to do that. Oh, right. Sorry to hear that, Pat. Hope you tests go okay. Yeah, if you want to talk, just wherever you are, just send me a message if you're on socials. Or let me know next week because I should be live next Wednesday. I don't see why not. Let me consult the old calendar. Yes, I'm live. I've got a flu jab on the old Tuesday, 10:24 a.m. That's actually first day I could do it because I get a flu jab. Oh, that's just a rumoured lineup for celebrity. I'm celebrity. No. Anyway, I don't know more about that. Yeah, let me have a look. Yeah, because I get it because long-term health condition, which I do. I've Asperger's as well, and long-term health condition because they sometimes ask you why you got it because for over 65s for the flu jab, unless you got like a health condition, and because I've been notified for years at a local doctor's surgery, and that's why I get it. And they also said I could have a COVID, but I just had the flu. I've had the flu because I had the flu before I went to Birmingham, right? And after I come back from Birmingham, and then this morning I could work up with sore throat, so I thought I might as well have it locally for free. So Mum had to wait 3 weeks down the doctor's surgery, and I went there yesterday. I was like, oh, we haven't got any spaces. I'm like, oh, so I thought, I'll do it online. I'll do that way, and I did it. I'm going next Tuesday for that flu. Hopefully, I don't get ill. Because last time I had the flu jab 2 years ago, I got ill for 2 weeks, in bed for a couple of days. That's all I needed. So I thought I'd better do it then and there. Oh, saying that, I've got a concert 1 to 3 days afterwards, and then a jumble sale. So hopefully I'm not ill for those. Great, because I missed one. Because I missed one the week before I went to Birmingham, missed a concert, and then I missed the one after Birmingham, a few days after Birmingham, a day or two after Birmingham because I was ill. It's like, well, more fireworks going off. Polish Pete, I did see that, yeah. What time's that on? Polish Pete. Not that I know who he is. Cookie and the Haydens, Chris. Cookie and the Haydens. Let's go have a look on the old videos. Video. Nope, lives. Polish Pete. Don't recognise the guy. What time's it on? 1 o'clock. Nope, I can't watch it. Unfortunately, I am busy that time because I need to list tomorrow. Because as I told you, I'm seeing that Frankenstein movie with a mate in the local Picture House cinema at 5. So I'm out at 4:30. So I've got to crack on. I can't be watching YouTube online. Yeah. Text today for flu jab. Never had one. Oh right, yeah. I've had like 2 or 3 over the years. I say last one 2 years ago gave me like really ill, and I decided not to have one. I think last year I had COVID jab, but I thought, just have a flu jab because I got more flu like twice in the last number of weeks. So I thought best to do it anyway. Yeah, because what I did, like, I couldn't get it through the doctor surgery, so local chemists do it for free because I ain't going down Boots and paying for it. No way, Jose, saving money that way. So I went down to local chemist because they give you a list. Because I've got the link to the actual site. When you put your NHS number in and you go down the list, do your details, and you list the ones that you can do. Because one, because I've done one in different places before. Because they're all same distance, so yeah, I've done a local chemist. So I thought I'll get it done. Saves me getting ill. If I don't get ill through the jab, after it, I should say, not through it, I'll be all right. But yeah, that's next week. So hopefully I'll be okay for the Wednesday live. But I can't walk. Sorry to hear that, Pat. I hope all is good and your family are rallying around you, Pat. That's all right. No bad thing. The only reason I went to the doctor's surgery is because we're coming out to care home. I said, Mum, surgery's here. Mum said, oh yeah, I need to go and collect so-and-so. So he went round there and I asked and they didn't have any. I thought, okay. But then I booked it online, so that's fine to do that way. So be safe and sorry. Especially when I go to a lot of concerts and stuff, people are sneezing, coughing, and all sorts through. But other than that, if you've got any questions, put them in the old side chats. Let me log out of Vinted. Don't need that on there now because that's a pain in the ass. Just like eBay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was going to say something. What was I going to say? I can't remember now. I was going to say. You know what happened? I'm getting older. I can't remember what I'm going to say. Like, I can't remember. But one of the things I am going to say is like, because things are supposed to happen next year, the irons in the fire and all that clearing stuff is good. Like, as I say, I mentioned stuff on the table. I've got over there. I'm gonna put away tomorrow, and then what I'm gonna do is next one's a pile of shoes on there, at least a bag and a half full of shoes, and then like after that, going to. I'll probably get I've got bundles of plush toys, like for example, Charizard and Pokemon and Mario Brothers and stuff and all that to shift through. And then I've got board games, got Disney mugs and other Bop It's go really well this time of year, and you know, there's all something now I should think, damn, should have listed that, but you never get around to it. Yes, it used to be back a year and a half, 2 years ago. It used to be a very big distraction. Like when people do lives, like Nick last night. I only watched part of Nick's live last night when he was listing stuff. Well, mainly packing that I saw, because I thought I'll see what he's doing, and then things happen and I didn't watch much of it. So I tend not to watch YouTube as such. That's why I miss out on a load of vids. I've recently been watching more non-reselling videos. If I can find I don't know what's under my account. No, it's not. What was it? Oh no, going to subscriptions. Oh, I don't know where it is. Like people doing family vlogs, family type vlogs. Oh, so many. Oh, Paul and Marie, M's Den. That reminds me, actually, I'm just going to the latest video. Because they got 3 channels: Breaking Free with Paul and Marie, M's Den, and they have got Mortgage Free with Paul and Marie. Where they brought a house and they're doing it up and all that. And I've been meaning to watch their videos, but I'm watching more of just family content, family life. What the hell's that? Why is it? Okay, I have no idea what it is. When you get like YouTube, subscribe to random stuff when you're not even subscribed. Oh, so many people there. Oh, for God's sake, I don't know. Anyway, people have to subscribe because there's some people like to watch on Instagram and stuff. If I can find it, I do occasionally check in on YouTube. If I can't find it now, trust me, not be able to find it now. But certain family life and stuff. Did I subscribe to her? Sorry. TIV. Oh, I did, yeah. Like for example, there's a lady in and a partner boyfriend. It's called Sophie. Sophie Tang Travels. Sophie going from her Turkey to Vietnam, and the bloke's going from Vietnam to UK to Vietnam, and they're in Azerbaijan, right at the end of Azerbaijan. And the other guy, Chubby Checker, CHU, Chubby Checker, who I subscribe to. That type of content is more what I'm watching these days, rather than people going around Carboots and Jumbles, and it's more of an interesting feature for me these days, rather than to watch the reselling stuff. I can't find the other channels now. No, so I got loaded on there anyway. But there is 2 channels. Oh, You only watch it regularly. No, not that guy. Remember the records. Oh, Remboy on YouTube. No, YouTube on Insta. Don't know if I do YouTube. Oh, they do. Remboy. I think I did unfollow. It's basically a dad and a son who are from London somewhere. They moved down to South Coast. On that. And we'll watch. Yeah, it's basically a handful of people they watch online rather than other people. But watching like different people. Anyway, besides the point. But as there was a comment here saying, if I can find it, yeah, about the YouTube listing stuff. Even if car park copying in, yeah, I can't do that. Like listing YouTube background listing, I can't do that. I'd end up watching. But there's certain channels I watch like constantly. Bonafide Hustler, right? I watch. It's basically like religion. Bonafide Hustler, reseller, American reseller, Sales Unexpected Pete, who sells unexpected, local to me. I because I'm being nosy, a nosy sod. Tom the English Picker. Who else do I watch regularly? Hell on Earth, which are three lads, Norton, Al, and Lloydie. Three lads, Al's 27, and the other two are basically almost my age, from near Leeds, something like that. And they explore places, camp out, and they're hilarious. Other than that, dipping out of varying channels, but they're the four that I watch regularly. I'm happy enough to say that. Because back in the old days, I had a watch list, stuff like that. I thought, sod that. But if you got to get stuff done, I put music on and get on. If I'm watching YouTube, I don't get nothing done. Instagram's the one. Doom scrolling on Instagram. Stop it, mate. I've got to stop that doom scrolling stuff on the old Instagram. 100%, 100%. But a lot of channels, as I say, I dip in and out. Oh. Got any comments, questions, pop them inside chat. Going nearly an hour. Oh, Clearance Grafters. That's another one. 5. Clearance Grafters. They're a great channel, local to me. Do clearances. They show the Carboots as well. I watch them quite a lot. Not really religiously. Can't pronounce that. But I do watch when I can. But I have spates of watching channels a lot and then don't and then do, and it's just a lot of reselling channels are pretty much same old anyway. You know, it's just one of those things. But I do dipping out when and where I can. That's why I miss a lot of the old videos. Why have I got that one on there? Don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, you can only watch it. And then they're all basically the same. They're dipping out Ricky, legend, and that. But it's just usually when a video comes, I think, oh, that's interesting. I watch that. But when time allows, because I was having a bacon, as I said earlier, I've done the bacon sarnie watching Bonafide Hustlers latest. I was like interested because he sells a lot of bikes and stuff. Not I do, but it's really interesting to see the market over in the old US of A in Austin, Texas. And that. But yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah, they're literally only about half hour down the road. In fact, I've gone past their shop um before I actually followed them online. I think I know where that is because of where I go to another car boot. I cut off at a junction. I should go down one road to a shop or the other way to the car boot. Yeah, they're great. And I might make a video of this, but there's a high street called Sutton just down the road from me, and very soon they've got their Christmas light switch on in a week or two's time, and they're going to be down there on the 29th, I think. 29th. 1, 2, 3 weeks time. Yeah, on a Saturday. Because they got like the 3 weeks of the fair there and the all the stalls out and stuff, Christmas stuff stalls, and they are going to be there and doing their usual. But me, yeah, they're quite local. I nothing against people who are not local, but I prefer local channels. Just I'm nosy. Way it is. No, I've never done a whatnot. Never really interested me in that way. To be fair though, there's a lot of palaver on your whatnot. Say I could theoretically do a whatnot, like set it all up, but no, me because you do it via your phone. Knowing me, I probably have someone call me halfway bloody through. I have to try and reject the call. No, you do it via. Yeah, it's an interesting thing to do, like what people are going to be doing, or I have been doing, like gentleman marketeer with selling on eBay live, like shell sales. But it's never really interested me whatnot as such. There's stuff here that I could sell on there, but then you have to think like going through and have what can you sell on there, what you can't sell on there. I know Chris and Belle do one, because Belle's quite good at it. I've seen one of her shows on whatnot, but it's never really interested me as such. The hell? So I'm just finding random channels that I think people I used to subscribe to have changed their channel to something else. Oh, right, no, yeah. I hate when they do that. But I do watch like podcasts, football podcasts, and varying podcast channels. And like channels about Lord of the Rings and stuff, other bits and pieces. Everyone asked Derek, Tap Peddler, to put another video out on his barn. He hasn't done that one yet. You go and message Derek on Instagram, Facebook. Derek! But yeah. Anyway, let's stop rambling about. But do check out all the videos that are coming and all videos that are on the channel. I appreciate it to subscribers because like they're going up, which is a good thing. Really inspires me to get out there and do more videos, which they are coming. Concert videos, concert videos, markets, charity shop runs, all sorts. I've got coming before the new year. Lex does a whatnot show. She's personality. Oh yeah, she's always. I've met her a few times at a Hitchin meet up and stuff, and a Bristol one. And she has a cracking personality for it. Whereas me, I'm more well, I've got more of a dreary voice, South London voice, and it'd be like right shit show, but yeah. I think they're selling their collection to go away because I think Chris booked some Christmas thing in 5 weeks' time or something. But yeah, you can't have everything. Like I did that a couple of years ago. Went through my collection and got rid of stuff. But at heart, I'm a gaming collector. I collect games from various consoles and stuff and all that. I collect Pogs. What else do I collect? Power Ranger toys. And that's really about it. I've got a few Funko Pops that I've got, but I don't collect those religiously. I used to collect like bouncy balls, playing cards, bottle openers, for example. But I cut back a lot what I collect. Don't even collect Pokemon cards because I sold those ones years ago, unfortunately. But yeah, some people got a knack for it, that the voice for it, you know. But as I say, I'm here. This is what I am, who I am. I always appreciate everyone who pops in the lives and comments on the videos and whatever they may be. Coming up video-wise, got a couple of videos from London where I went to a museum and around London. Also, one Birmingham video, which I need to edit. That's before I went to the eBay Open. A video recorded in April at the Chisholm Adventures because I didn't bother going Halloween because they got a lot of issues there. So I didn't see the point. So I've got a couple of jumble sales coming up. I've got a Carboot video, which I'm hoping, if everything's okay, I'll edit that on Friday. I'll try and make it as interesting as possible because it's the last one of the season. Because the week after that, I think it was last weekend, it rained and there's no point in going because it was closed off. So we're indoors in a crappy car park. So I don't see the point. Concert videos coming up, day vlogs. I'm going to do a couple of Christmas events. There'll be very small videos for that. Light switch on ceremonies, you know. I might be going to 3. 2 in my local town and 1 just around the corner from where I live. And just continuing to list online, day vlogs, and then 2026. I usually take a couple of weeks off during the Christmas period after that, and then I'm back on it again. Oh, that reminds me, Lin. There's a lady, well, an older lady down at my local Carboots. She lives just literally around the corner, and as South London, there's the rest down there, and she ain't a reseller either, but she collects stuff, which like junk. She collects stuff, and her husband's like, "Why ain't you got that for?" I see her going around with a little trolley and a walking stick, and lovely lady, but she like has a habit of collecting because she lived her whole life around, well, near enough whole life around this area, worked around the area and stuff. And it's interesting when you get to the like in the queue for the car boot, like chat to people and you hear about her life story, and that. But yeah, just keep tabs on, notifications on as well, tabs on for the old videos that are coming. Because I say, hopefully Friday, I'll edit the car boot video. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what's in it. But anyway, it'll be edited and stuff. Like, trying to work out because I tried to space them out because I knew the end of beginning of the month, like November, there'll be less, and most of them be gone. But do like, share, and subscribe. The right one there for the channel. Do subscribe for content on this channel and my gaming channel. I keep saying I'll go live, and I try to go live, and things happen. If you're into gaming, check out my other channel. If you're into reselling, vlogs, travel vlogs, Christmas, anything, we're on here, which is what I call adventures. And as I say, life is an adventure. Just popping in, always appreciated, and I'll speak to you soon.